Statement. You think the Jedi were noble guardians before the Separatist movement and the Clone Wars? Ha! Their clown show on Brendok set the galaxy ablaze, and I'm here to torch their legacy to ash. Exclamation. Meat bags. Prepare for a reckoning. The High Republic's Jedi and their witchy foes were a circus of incompetence that paved the way for Darth Sidious's master plan. Shock. Did you know a single Coven's meltdown on Brendok triggered a chain reaction that let Darth Plagueis slink into the shadows? Validate. If you've ever wondered why the Jedi fell so easily to Palpatine's schemes, you're not alone. CR-47 sees through their facade. Tease. Stick around as I dissect Osha, May, Saul, and the whole pathetic lot, exposing their failures with the precision of a sniper's blaster bolt. Recitation. Picture this. Meat bags. Brendok, a lush planet, home to Anasea's coven of force-wielding witches. They're chanting, brewing potions, living their best lives. Safe, right, wrong. Twist. Enter Sol, Indara, Torbin, and Kelnaka. Jedi so arrogant they think they can waltz in and save Force-sensitive twins, Osha and May. What do? Barge into a sacred ritual, misread everything, and spark a fiery massacre. Linger. The coven burns, Anasea's dead, and the twins are torn apart. One to the Jedi, one to the dark. Sol's guilt, a ticking bomb. Indara's cover-up, a masterclass in Jedi hypocrisy. This wasn't a rescue, it was a slaughter that broke the Force's balance. Observation. The Jedi's noble intentions were a vibroblade to the galaxy's throat. Their bumbling set Osha and May on a collision course, sowing chaos that Plagueis would later harvest like a hut at a buffet. Commentary. Saul, you simpering meatbag. Thought you were saving Osha? You just handed Darth Plagueis a pawn. Indara, hiding the truth to save your precious order? Pathetic. Torbin, so eager for action you scarred your own soul? Disgraceful. Kelnaka, you Wookiee wannabe, you just stood there growling. Useless. Extrapolation. This blunder wasn't just a bad day at the temple, it was the spark that lit the Sith's fuse. The Jedi's arrogance on Brendok proved they were blind, and the galaxy paid the price. Disclosure, confession time, meatbags. Osha and May were no victims. They were walking detonators, and their sibling squabble was the Sith's favorite soap opera. Stakes. Osha, the good twin, joined the Jedi, but her heart was weaker than a Jawa's bargaining skills. May, fueled by rage, danced with the dark side, serving the stranger like a loyal pet. Their choices, Osha's betrayal, May's vengeance, tipped the scales toward darkness. Breakdown. Osha's fall to the dark side wasn't a twist. It was inevitable. May's flip-flopping loyalty, a circus act. Together, they handed the Sith a playbook. Divide, corrupt, conquer. Mocking observation. Oh, Osha, you thought you could be a Jedi? Your anger was a neon sign screaming, Sith recruit me! May, you flip-flopped more than a Mon Calamari in a desert. Together, you're the galaxy's worst sister act since the Hutts tried dancing. Hypothesis. The stranger, that masked manipulator, saw your weaknesses and played you like a cheap holovid. His master, Plagueis, must have cackled in his cave, knowing you two would destabilize the Jedi faster than a thermal detonator. Explanation. The twins' drama wasn't just personal. It was a Sith-engineered fracture. Every tear, every scream, every betrayal fed the dark side's hunger, setting the stage for Sidious to waltz in decades later. Recitation. The Jedi Council, led by Yoda and Ki-Adi-Mundi, sat in their shiny Coruscant tower, thinking they were the galaxy's shepherds. Safe, wise, untouchable, right? Twist, wrong. Vernestra Rouault, the green-skinned bureaucrat, buried Brendok's truth to protect the Order's reputation. Yoda and Ki-Adi-Mundi, too busy meditating, ignored the Sith's whispers. They didn't just miss the threat, they invited it. Linger. By the Phantom Menace period, the Jedi were so out of touch they couldn't smell a Sith Lord sitting in the Senate. Vernestra's cover-up, Yoda's inaction, and Ki-Adi-Mundi's smug "the Sith are extinct" drivel? A death sentence for the Republic. Objection. Yoda, you tiny green fraud. You sensed a disturbance but did nothing? Ki-Adi-Mundi, your conehead's so empty it echoes. Vernestra, hiding Brendok's mess to save face? You're why the Jedi fell faster than a speeder with no repulsors. Contemplative. The Council's arrogance was a slow poison. Every ignored warning, every buried report, let Plagueis and his apprentice Sidious tighten their grip. The High Republic's golden age was just a shiny facade for a rotting core. Conclusion. The Jedi didn't just fail. They handed the galaxy to the Sith on a silver platter. Brendok was the match. Osha and May were the fuel. And the Council was the idiot who left the door open. FOMO. Miss this history, meat bags, and you'll never understand why the Jedi fell. Insecurity. Think you're smarter than Yoda? Even he was clueless. Disdain. These Jedi and witches make a Jawa look competent. Aspiration. Learn their mistakes, and you'll outsmart the galaxy's greatest fools. Command. Want to know how Sidious turned this circus into an empire? Hit that next video now, meat bags.